Get down. And charger. Ooh.
That shit was trash, my nigga.
Fix the charger. And so I'm gonna go ahead and lift it up in the air and then start taking the front bumper apart and then see what the damage is. We got the radiator over there and then we're gonna go ahead and start replacing it and hopefully we get the bumper. I don't know if this bumper is savable, but I'm not gonna spend my time on it. So we're gonna go ahead and replace the radiator and all that stuff. Hopefully the crash bar is not damaged, which it doesn't look like it is. So I'm gonna go ahead, lift the car up, take the bumper as I said, and get back to you guys. Let me do that real quick and then get back to you. Got the car up in the air. After opening up the hood, it looks like both of the headlights are smashed.
What the fuck? No!
Not smashed, just the brackets up here. They're just cracked. So we're gonna take these off and see if we can get them replaced or if we can get them fixed. And let's take this bumper off. So I'll take it off. There's bolts here, and there's these clips. There's a bunch underneath clips. Same thing on this side. And so let me take it off and get back to you guys. Just so you can see what I'm doing, there's bolts all underneath here, like this one, that one. That'll separate the bumper. And so that's what I'm taking off underneath, all these little screws. And so let me just go ahead, remove them, and then we can move on to the side and then the top. Let me do that, get the bumper off, and get back to you. So the bumper is off. There's a nest in there, but we got it out, it doesn't matter. So those are the headlight. Here's dancing, just like a loose teeth. Same thing with this one. And we're gonna go remove, top one is already smashed, so go over there. And this one's already smashed, so we're gonna go ahead and remove all this, and then just so we can get to that radiator. So we have to remove, I believe we're even gonna remove this, so we can have better access to it. So let me go ahead and remove that, these plastic pieces, all this puzzle here, and then start buckling everything back up. And hopefully that'll be good for us, because honestly, this looks like a shit show. But what do you think? Shit. All right, so let me go ahead, start removing all this, the headlight, all this plastic pieces off, all the brackets underneath.
I want to understand what the fuck happened to going over here.
I'm not sure. I think, comment down below what do you think caused this accident. I think probably rear-ended somebody. Think it's rear-ended somebody? What do you think? It looks like rear-ended, or somebody backed into them. But
I think he hit the deer or something.
no, if it hit the deer, it won't be like that. So let me go ahead and remove it, and then get back to you guys. It turned out we didn't have to do anything in the front. We have to remove this. We get the fan off first, and then there's bolts here for the condenser. And then hopefully we can pull it all from there, but we have to take off this, the piping, the connector, all those stuff has to all come out. Here, secure 3 bolts, take these 3 bolts out. And then you have to loosen this brace here off, and that should just come off. And then we just do basically remove everything in the back here, get the fan off. The fan is held by 2 bolts down here. One is right here, one is on the other side. So let me go ahead, remove all this, and then let you guys know what the next step is. Being removed to the side, now you have clear access here. The bolt behind right here, there's a bolt right here, and the other bolt right there, but we have to remove this. You have to be careful, the coolant might leak out. Well, not might, 100%, because you're gonna remove this pipe right here. And then we're gonna have access to a bolt there to work with, and then we're gonna have space. Like you have to remove both from this side and that side. So what I like usually doing is remove it from here, and then plug this with plastic or anything so it doesn't keep leaking out. So let me go ahead and remove this one and let you guys see the next. Okay, so basically just remove 2 bolts, connector, and hose, and that should come up free. You just slide it up, find your way, and then you just wiggle it around. It should just come out. So let me take it out and I'll get back to you guys. The fan being off, now you move on to the front. 1 bolt right here. And by the way, they're 8 millimeters for the bolts in the back for the fan, and those are 10. So the fronts are 10, and then we can start taking everything, all that off, and then replace it. All right, guys, so after removing 4 bolts, there's 1 over here, 1 all the way in the bottom, 1 over here, 1 in the middle right here, And then there's the bolt here you have to move for the condenser. You gotta be in mind, there might be a little bit more of, gas in there that will leak out. And then there's 2 pins here that you have to slide out. One over here, one over there. You have to push them out somehow. And be careful, you need them so you can seal it back. And then hopefully that'll be everything. So let me go ahead, remove these sliding over here, and then start pulling the whole thing out. It's already out, it's just these 2. So let me go remove them and then get back. All right guys, so we basically got the condenser out, the fan out, and now this is free. So let me just pull it from here. I mean, pull it from the top, but I'm just too lazy to do that right now. That comes off like that. That's trashed. So that's gonna go right there. And you'll be left with this mess. That's fine. So let me go ahead, start rebuckle everything back up. And then I think we call it a day, but I was thinking about saving these headlights, but they don't look like they're savable. They're cracked in here and there, and the same side here, cracked. So they're not even savable. So that's just trashed. So we're gonna go replace them. Again, junkyard let us down with the American muscle, but this is not even a muscle, this is a tussle because 6-cylinder. Not hating on it, I used to drive the Chrysler 300, but I had planned for that one. And it actually never happened, so yeah. So let me go ahead, start buckling back everything up. What you doing, Hassan?
Man, fuck.
A350. It's a 6.7 diesel truck. That's his work truck. It's been down, so he could have worked the whole winter season. What do you say, Hassan?
It's easy to fix diesel than gasoline.
No, it's not.
That's my first time working with diesel. It's pretty easy. Just change the whole.
Replacing. He thinks replacing part is just fixing it. No, bro. No. This is different than replacing. All you're doing is replacing. Huh?
No.
Alright, so this is that. I'm fixing the charger. We got a lot of plans doing right now, so let me go ahead and finish with the charger and then let you guys know. So now we're gonna do the same, but in reverse. Take the other part off, just like how we took this one off. We have to take the other one off and then put it piece by piece in there. So let's just do that. So the radiator goes in first, and then you put that in place and start plugging everything back up. The condenser goes second, so you can mount it onto it while it's free before you start plugging all the hose back into it. And let me just go ahead and do that and then show you what it looks like after. Hose over there gets connected, and then there's a hole up here. Remember the hose out for this one. I'll show you how to bleed the radiator as well. And yeah, so it goes there, and now the condenser with all these goes in it. Let me finish that and then get back. So you put the bolt here to hold the condenser and the radiator together, and a bolt up there, and there's 2 bolts on the bottom. You line them up, and then you start connecting all these hoses, that one, and then this one right here for the AC. Let me finish buckling all this up. When I'm ready for the fan, put it together. Go on the condenser with the radiator, you join them together, make sure these are all good in, they don't move because this might leak. This is all bolted. And now you gotta use these ones where you put them, slide them here, so they can hold it in place with the bolt, remember? And then after you do this, then you can get the fan and just slide it from here. And don't forget, all the pipes has to be all sealed, everything out of the way. And then just put everything back just how you took it off. Here with Evo.
Hello there.
So you gotta go ahead, do that, and get back to you guys. That's how you do it, guys. Bring the longest extension you have, twerk it to the
Sure
back.
about that.
That's bro, look, see? Longer is the better, don't they say that?
What do you mean by that?
You plug back everything. So this one right here is the bleeder. You this one up and you just squeeze this so it can take everything in it. And then when it start coming out of this, then you know to go, because you don't want air pockets in your engine. Otherwise you'll keep running into an overheat problem. So you just have to keep doing it like that and then bleed this one up from here. When it comes out, then you're good. Let me do that and then come back to you guys. All right guys, so basically now everything is done. All this is done, everything's put together. We're just missing coolant. He's gonna go grab some coolant, and then we're gonna start moving on to the headlights and all those stuff. So hopefully that's it for this car. We fixed that. That's the main part. We just didn't want the car to overheat, cook itself. So we took all the parts, everything we need, garbage, trash. Yeah. So we'll let you guys know what we decide about the headlight and everything else.